Hello, I'm Lindsay Miller, Mayor of Mid and East Antrim. Welcome to Ballymena, proud finalist of the Royal Horticultural Society's Britain in Bloom 2018. With 30,000 people living here, this rural area is well known for its strong agricultural heritage. We even host a 2-day show every year at the town showgrounds to celebrate all things food and farming. With so many independent businesses, Ballymena is well known as one of Northern Ireland's best market towns. The town centre has many historic buildings, but it's also recently enjoyed a multi-million-pound investment, which you'll hear all about later on. Ballymena's manufacturing industry is changing too, with international companies like Brightbus now using new technologies to promote sustainability. There's so much to see and do here, including the stunning Slemish mountain with its strong links to St Patrick, the Ecos Nature Reserve, and of course, our many play parks and woodland walks. Council works in partnership with Ballymena Business Improvement District, local churches, community groups and charities to deliver its In Bloom campaign. It encourages people to get involved in planting flowers to benefit this area and its wildlife. Our award-winning borough's success is down to its fantastic people. It is thanks to their hard work and dedication that we are the most celebrated council area at TransLink's Ulster in Bloom Awards. We have 2 Silver Gilt Awards from Britain in Bloom, and we are home to Channel 4's Village of the Year. As you make your way through Ballymena later today, you'll meet those who give up their free time to paint, to plant, to litter pick, to help to make this area an even more attractive place to live and to visit. You will see their enthusiasm, their energy and their passion as you enjoy your tour of Ballymena.
I work with the Museum and Heritage Service for Mid and East Antrim Borough Council. This is the site of the old parish church in Ballymena. It's one of the 7 towers that you can still see in the town today. The church was consecrated in 1721 and the tower was built 100 years later in 1821. The last service took place here in 1855 as the congregation had outgrown the size of the church. A new church was built at St Patrick's Church of Ireland in the mid-19th century. This was based on land that was given by the Adair family for the building of the church and was on the domain where Ballymena Castle had once stood.
My name's Randall Hayes and I live here at Loch McGarry Road, Ballymena, 2.5 miles out of the main town. I've been associated with the farming all through my life. Now I am semi-retired and my son and his wife run the farm. I've been associated with the show for longer than maybe I would care to remember. The show goes back in history to 1883 when the first show was held in Ballymena in the Fair Hill. Our records show that it was held there for 2 years, 83 and 84. And then in 1900 it moved to what was the recreation grounds. The show was run by volunteers. Other than the secretary as the only person that ever is paid out of the show. The volunteers organise the show and then we have helpers who help us to set up, making up of some of the members of the general public and the young farmers help us to set up, take down and run the show. The show is a very important part of the Ballymena area. Back in the olden days, the formation of the show was for the purpose of people being able to display their what they made, being maybe household goods, farm produce and that type of thing. And today maybe hasn't changed that very much because it's still all orientated around agriculture. The more that it has a different face. And it means a big lot because our people in this area love to come out and exhibit their livestock, what they have produced, their crafts, their arts, etc.
have, as you can see, we use propagating tables which are heated with a mat. We get the seed, so we do, and then we get our trays, we fill our trays, and then it's really a case of keeping the seeds in a temperature of between 20 and 23 degrees. Once we have germination then, which is always a big thing for us, then we can take the plastic off, and then we have formed an idea of our own where we put cloches on the table, William.
We cover the benches over with a higher cloche, and it creates a humidity atmosphere that we can use to grow the plants on to a bigger state then, and then they're ready for their potting up process. And that's another job where you have to individually take every plant from the seed tray and transfer it into a pot tray. As we use now, we've eliminated pots for they were messy, and these ones are easier to use. And then from there, they're grown on in the polytunnel for 6 to 8 weeks, ready then for planting out in the borough. Well, we've over 10 years experience now doing the work, so we've sort of down to a fine art. You sort of visually, you can work out if they need fed more, you can hold them back slightly if you want, and it's just sort of, it's not, you can't really plan it because every individual plant's different, but it's just working together to make sure that we have the plants ready in the best possible condition for being planted.
Wilson's of Rathkenny has sponsored the Cushendall Road roundabout for roughly 10 years. We believe that sponsoring a roundabout makes good business sense, as you can promote your business in an environmentally and friendly manner. When sponsoring a roundabout, it is our responsibility to ensure that the roundabout is maintained to a high standard. In doing so, it helps the overall look of the local community, which is important for tourism.
My name's Frank McCook, and I'm the owner of the Slemish Market Garden here and the Eco Centre here in Ballymena. Now, we've been here 15 years, really almost from the conception of the Ecos, and we grow everything. There's nothing that we won't have a go at. Possibly, you know, we grow flowers, fruit trees, fruit bushes, everything they got there, but their main crop is vegetables, and we grow them for sale to the public. It's a wonderful place. There's nothing much that we won't grow, but at the same time we're a family business and we work from dawn to dusk. I wouldn't want to be in anywhere else. It's just a wonderful spot. I see things that people don't see. Down here in the meadow I've seen vixens playing with their pups down here. I see otters, I see kingfishers, I see the first swallows coming in the summertime and rearing their young and leaving again in the autumn. Same with the Canada geese. Sunshine, rain, hail or snow, we're outside, we wouldn't know what a roof is. But the main thing that you see in the big green area like this in the centre of our wee town is grandparents and parents out walking their young, and it's just like all in nature, and it's all in nature just played out here in front of us, and it's just the same. They're just looking after the next generation, making sure that they grow up safe and fit.
This household recycling centre is one of 5 that we have in our borough. This is a very busy site, as you can see. In 1 year we've had 6,000 tonnes of waste through this site, but very pleased to say that 66% of that has been recycled. The target for the council for the next year will be to increase that to 70%, and that will be rolled out across all of our 5 recycling centres. Other things the council do to promote waste and recycling is to visit out at schools and community groups as well, and our education team are very good at doing that with the 71 schools in our borough. Also then, we invite community groups and schools to come to the site and also come to our Parks and Open Spaces facility, whereby they'll get an educational tour about waste and recycling, but also about propagation of plants and planting across the borough.
So we're working very hard with our householders, schools and community groups to ensure they're aware of waste and recycling and also the operations of the Parks and Open Spaces team, and really to create that sense of community pride and sustainability. This site at Waveney Road and also your household waste collected at the curbside, which includes your green waste and your food waste, is taken with our partner organisation Natural World Products and converted into compost, which is then used across our borough by our Parks and Open Spaces team. You'll see that in the lovely flower beds and hanging baskets across the borough.
Girls Brigade Northern Ireland is celebrating its 125th anniversary in October 2018. And we're delighted that Mid and East Antrim Borough Council have erected a flower bed in celebration of this anniversary. Girls Brigade is the largest uniform organisation in Northern Ireland with over 22,000 members in 280 odd companies. We're looking forward to lots of activities that we have planned during the next session to celebrate our 125th anniversary.
And welcome to Aughachel, the ford of the yew tree. And the garden that we're in now, the community garden, is one of the initiatives that we undertook just a couple of years ago in conjunction with local businesses and also in partnership with our local council. Our partnership with Mid and East Antrim Council is of extreme importance to us because it allows us to undertake a whole range of initiatives right across the village. Our In Bloom campaign covers the whole of Aughachel. Every road that leads into the village is laid out with landscape areas, and we try to keep a consistency right across Aughachel. We do realise, however, that there's a lot of local competition now for the In Bloom titles, and we're delighted to be able to offer our support and our encouragement to our near neighbours in Ballymena itself, being in the Britain in Bloom finals this year. We all, of course, have taken our lead from Brigade that over the years has had tremendous success, and it's just great that within this borough we're able to work so closely together along with council staff to try and make sure that for residents of the whole borough this is a much better place in which to live, work and to play.